All right, boys. Normally we have like the overhead camera and everything. This break we're kicking a little bit old school, back to the roots of the break group where we do not have an overhead camera just because I'm traveling. And this has a bubble. It has like a popcorn ceiling, so the overhead mic or the overhead camera would not stay on the ceiling, and I don't want it to drop when we're doing cards. However, lighting, team list, everything else is pretty good compared to sometimes when we travel. There will be quite a few of travel breaks, but I'm bringing stuff with me the whole time I'm traveling in this World Series schedule for softball. My God, if I could get the list to go all the way down, that would be helpful. There we go. Good enough. All right. We've got team list on the left. We have obviously my man Cal Ripken Jr. I'm going to work on trying to tag people right now, guys. I'm going to share the links underneath both of the posts, so hopefully that is more than sufficient. Just to make it easier, because just the setup I have here is not conducive for typing, where I have to have the laptop at, because this hotel room is not the best for breaking. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. As you can see, Nagel kind of shared what the weather looked like underneath that weather post. It was nuts, man. It was like a hurricane. It was like a hurricane, but I think we were getting close to a tornado here, which was pretty nutty in my personal opinion. Just giving everybody a second to come into, of course, into the break. Like I said, I'm going to share the YouTube link as well as the Facebook link if it pops up. We'll have a little Facebook, but we have the YouTube already, so we'll get YouTube there. And let's see what we can get for the Facebook link, which it's not popping, so give me a second. Sometimes the Facebook group does not put posts for me, which is weird. There we go. Man, that picture's crystal clear. Look at that. Gorgeous. Alright. I want interactives. Good luck to everybody in the break. We're going to put this in here as well. Hopefully we got everybody watching. There we go. I'll start tagging a few people. Just like I said, I'm just tagging some people, folks. Let me... So much crap going on. For this, and I was answering a post in general. That's not what I wanted. We do have quite a few people watching on a break, so that's always good. Let me see if I can get the list up. Alright, so we got Sammy. The phone never wants to tag anybody, though, and the computer's not cooperating, so... Always lovely. Like, because if you're not my friend, it's impossible to tag you. So that's why I always try to add people as friends, especially when they join the group. Because if not, it doesn't let me tag the person, which is just ridiculous in my personal opinion. I gotta... Using the break. Alright, I tagged a few people. If you don't see anybody tagged in here, if you could help tag them for me, I'd appreciate it this one time. But I did put the links down there. Let's get rolling here. Unfortunately, I also forgot my razor blade, so we're going to have to kick it really, really old school in a second. I'm going to have to use the key to just pop open the boxes. Actually, these I can open with my hand, so never mind. We'll be fine. I don't need the keys. It's not like we're opening Bowman or anything. All right. My man, Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Everyone can hear me, sound, and everything's good, right? I'm going to say we have my man Cal Ripken, Charm City, Ben Baller drew it in 2020 for the Project 2020. Give him a nice rub on the boxes. All 6 of the boxes that are in this legacy break. I was going to say, obviously, this is the 3rd iteration of this case. We'll do one more. We'll do one more 4th of the case here in a second. After this one will be the next break. Say 6 boxes of legacy. We're gonna leave them on the background for not for fodder. I shouldn't say that. We'll leave them all in the background for display, since I don't have a table that's big enough to put them on the side and no overhead camera, so that they stay on camera. So you know I'm not switching them out from like a different case. We have not had any Dare to Tears, so we should get at least 1 or 2 in here. Just ignore my keys and all the fitness places I don't go to. Just to get this open. Like I said, unfortunately forgot my razor blade at home. I need to get a travel one. I used to have a knife, but I lent it to somebody and didn't give it back to me in one of the softball tournaments. One of the military tournaments. So empty box. Good luck to everybody in the break. Get your autograph guesses in. 2 autographs per box. We'll open all of the packs and then we will get rolling. Going over the cards. We're going to do this relatively quickly tonight. It's already kind of late. And then there's a Bowman in baseball that'll probably fill tonight. Going to be very close to filling, but we'll break those tomorrow when I get back to my house. Did get the air conditioning done in the shop for anybody that is curious. Getting the AC done in the shop was huge because now I can start to move stuff in there. I just have to put in a security system and get some lighting fixed, and we'll be doing all the breaks over in the shop, which will give me more room. We'll add an extra camera. Well, that and I have to wait for the computer that got ordered to be delivered, but neither here nor there. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. That's actually probably going to hurt this box, this year's football cards a little bit. Lose one of the major quarterbacks. That's always never good. And he was looking good, too, in preseason. I mean, I know they were going to have Baker no matter what, but it's actually looking pretty decent. If anybody gets a Dare to Tear card, whatever the original team is the people that get it. How's everyone doing tonight? Everybody have a good Saturday. We didn't play as well in the tournament as we probably should have. Alright, got the packs open. Good luck to everybody. Gonna have Leonard Fournette, Stafford, Elijah Moore, Rodgers, Randall Cunningham, Sam Howell, Tolbert, Generations, Myles Garrett, Najee Harris, Davis Mills. I have Jerry Rice, Drake London, Trey McBride. We got a Patrick Mahomes, and that's going to be out of 100 on the green. Top loaders open. Patty Mahomes going to the Chiefs. No clue as the Chiefs. We're not gonna Chiefs are Nathan Kane on the Patty Mahomes. We'll try to set up a little display here. Got Joe Montana, Mahomes, Hopkins, Waddle, Russell Wilson, Ahmad Green, Ajobo, Corral, Trent McDuffie. Going to the Chiefs as well, and Nathan Kane. Daniel Jones, Jerry Jeudy, Lockett, Eddie George, Sky Moore, Hutchinson, and then we're going to have David Ajobo going to the Ravens, 79 out of 249 on the RPA. Thick sleeves here. Second round pick for the Ravens. I thought he was actually a pretty nice steal for them when they got him. Fighting off some injury, that's why he slid so much. Got Generations, Moss, and Jefferson. The baby card, James Conner. One of the Cardinals. Gibson, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Mangold, Davis, Olave, Wayne, Howard, Chase, T-Law, who actually played pretty well in the Steelers against the Steelers in preseason, Keyshawn Johnson, O'Neal, Spiller. We're going to have a rookies for the 49ers, Drake Jackson from USC, 181 out of 199. Going to the 49ers. And the 49ers are JT Hare on the Drake Jackson. 2000s dominant Brian Urlacher. Javonte Williams, Lance Hill, Connor, Brett Favre, Thibodeau, Davis Price, Gronk, Young, Waller, Mooney, Barkley, Kuechly, Batty, and Gordon. We have Kayvon Thibodeau on the purple. 23 out of 35 chrome. Going to the Giants. Giants are Matt Eason. Getting the Thibodeau. Nice hit for Matt here. Matt Ryan, Cousins, Mixon, Hurts, Bo Jackson, Kobe Bryant, Malik Willis, Sean Alexander, Timeless, Swift, Samuel, Kelsey, Atwater, Brooks, Lloyd, 84 out of 100, Drew Pearson for the Cowboys on the Hunter Green. Tony Gonzalez, Jones, Tua, Quinn, Galladay, Jim Kelly, Williams, and Jermaine Johnson. Have a rookie, Kobe Bryant, going to the Seahawks on the Opti-Chrome. Gonna have Pitts, Cook, Patterson, Smith, Barber, Robinson Jr., Ford, Nick Foles, Hawkinson, Kittle, Allaire, Sharp, Hamilton, and James Cook. I have TJ Watt on the 11 out of 50 for the Steelers, going to BJ on the mini card. Oh, of course it has a flap. No, it has a flap opening on this. Finally got some mini cards. I mean, I had some before. Like, whenever you guys get your package, you'll have the numbered mini cards in. So I left the regular mini cards, the ones that aren't numbered, I left them in a big sleeve. But the numbered ones that are hits, I put them in mini sleeves with mini top loaders. So you will get those in your packages for Legacy when they come out on Monday. Nice TJ Watt mini card. 2000s Jason Witten, Evans, Burrow, Zach Wilson, Houston, Elijah Likely, Desmond Ridder. We have Ryan Tannehill out of 299, going to the Titans. The Mahomes on the left is out of 100. Timeless talents. Tannehill right there. We'll see if he starts all year. Malik Willis looks super athletic, but I still think Tannehill's their best bet to win. We got Lewis, Chubb, Sanders, Cooks, Warren Moon, Sauce Gardner, Jamison Williams, and we have an Aiden Hutchinson for the Detroit Lions going to Robbie Coleman. Under the lights. Second overall pick. Two Michigan boys get picked here, or get picked up, with Jobo and Hutchinson. They're two big-time edge rushers from this past season. Get this rookies Jalen Tolbert Optichrome out of the way, since it's in the back. Refractor Optichrome. Frank Gore, Bosa, Herbert, Jackson, Jefferson, Peyton Manning, Walker, and Mechie III. Get into second boxes here. Be good. I think PJ's coming back to the room, maybe. Or at least I thought he was. I know he always has a knife on him. Man, I felt bad for him this weekend. His luggage got lost by Southwest when he flew out here. Let's get these packs open real quick. We've seen what they look like. I'm going to flip through the cards now this time around. This is the third break of the same thing that we've been doing. I'm not going to say all the names just for time's sake. I'm going to flip through the cards, talk about get the hits labeled out there. Anybody have any questions about anything? Well, let's have a conversation about the preseason, football, baseball, anything. Let's have a good conversation. That way you guys don't have to listen to me drown on about each player's names. We've seen Legacy quite a bit, so we're in our overall, what is this, like our 14th box opening it? I do hope everyone's having a good start to their weekend. I do like the Legacy design too, a little bit old school. Still surprised we haven't seen a Dare to Tear card. That's still strange to me. Point out all the rookies. I was going to say, man, I can't believe Corral got hurt. Kenny Pickett looked pretty good tonight. Like I said, T-Law looked good in the Steelers-Jaguars preseason game. The rain was nuts at the softball field. Legit thought that at one point in time my truck wasn't going to get lifted up by a tornado. It felt like a tornado. Like there was so much wind, it felt like a tornado was starting to form. It was pretty crazy. Moore, Rodgers, Bosa, Jim Kelly, Walker. So we got a nice Adam Thielen here. One of the big dogs on the Vikings at wide receiver. 185 out of 199 on the orange. Going to the Vikings. Hit. Donald Driver. Watson Fields. Oh, there's good old Joe Montana. Brooks and Kobe Bryant. We got Jalen Tolbert on the Optichrome. You guys think Waddle has a good year? As a number 2, get Adams to take some pressure off of him. We got Kyron Williams here. And a nice 60 out of 249, Derek Stingley Jr. Number 3 overall pick going to the Texans. Got the Texans this time around. Brian Lovelace. Some defensive impact players here on the autographs. Lockett, Mahomes, Hopkins, Barry Sanders, the man right there. Robinson Jr. and Ford. Got Joey Bosa on the mini card. For anybody that's new to the group, I was going to say, normally I tag everybody, but was having some technical difficulties with the computer. Didn't want to tag anybody. Got Peyton right there for the Broncos. Montgomery, Jones, Judy, Vick, Hamilton, Cook. Oh, we got a Nick Mangold for the Jets, Jet, 13 out of 100. Color match on that Hunter Green. And big boy alert. Going to Tyler Reyes. LT, Chase, Gibson, Josh Jacobs, Ed Reed, Likely, Ritter, Sean Alexander, Lance, Hill, Connor, Howard, Ricky Williams, Sauce Gardner, and Jameson Williams. We're going to have an under the lights 25 out of 25. Kyler Murray to the Cardinals. Cardinals belong to Nathan Kane. Been having a lot of good luck on the Cardinals. Gets to Kyler Murray. Slide him in the background. Waller, Mooney, Barkley, Williams, Eli Manning, Walker, Mechie III, Kyler Murray, Mixon, Hurts, Chase Young, Ahmed Green, Howe, Tolbert, Fouts, and Herbert, Brett Favre, Debo Samuel, Kelsey, Ryan, Kirk Cousins, Eddie George, McBride, Drake London. Then we have Andrew Booth Jr. for the Vikings on the Opti-Chrome. Tua, Quinn, Galladay, Swift, Mangold. The Rookie of the Year, George Pickens, Booth Jr. For the ages, Joe Namath, Patterson, Smith, Jones, Keyshawn Johnson, Shakur, and Jackson. Going to have a Keenan Allen mini card, and that's going to be numbered 17 out of 125. Keenan Allen. Chargers. Decade of Dominance, which is Sharp, Edwards-Helaire, Pitts, Cook, Favre, Strong Jr., Haskins, Brian Robinson Jr., 261 out of 299. On to the Commanders. And Mike Davis. Derrick Henry, Zach Wilson, Hutchinson, Kittle, Luke Kuechly, Stingley Jr., Pierce. We're going to have Kenneth Walker III. I'd never want to hear you cry again. Derek Noble, Under the Lights. Not cry. Complain about the Seahawks not hitting anything. The Seahawks on the Kenneth Walker III. Going to Derek Noble. Right, you saw the Hawks this time around. Yep. No more complaining they don't hit. If they get 3 break of football, complaining about no hits, forget that one. We got Randall Cunningham, Miles Sanders, Cooks, Evans, Burrow, Bo Jackson, Thornton, Strong, Karlaftis going to the Chiefs on the Under the Lights. On the refractor, Herbert, Jackson, Jefferson, Chubb, Atwater, Generation Jim Kelly, and Josh Allen. We're going to have the Hill and Garrett Wilson on the 2 rookie cards. You can come in. PJ, you don't need to seductively sit in the doorway. All right. And the 3rd box here. Come on, Pack, don't do this to me. Was what a Daxton Hill. Everything from the past breaks will ship out tomorrow. Well, Monday. I'll drop it all off Sunday evening, Monday morning. But yes, Ryan, everything will have shipped at that point in time. There is, I think, 3 or 4 football breaks that haven't shipped. I'm going back to, and I reset it because I've been shipping stuff out on like Tuesday or Wednesday. We're going to ship it one time on Sunday into Monday. So should be scanned by the post office Monday, but I normally drop it off Sunday to the post office because there's workers there. They just send it to the there was I definitely pulled 1 or 2 base cards of his. I don't think I pulled a numbered. We'll go over all the hits at the end. As for but I'm resetting the shipping. It's going to be every Sunday for sure, and I'm going to try to do it middle of the week too, especially when I get in the card shop and I'm there during the day. Some more. I'm working on trying to get a remote job. That way, if I get a remote job, I can be in the card shop pretty much full time while working. Yeah, it was probably a base. I think I pulled 2 or 3 bases of it. Let's get rolling here. Waller, Mooney, Barkley, Martin, Clark, Ritter, Bailey, Sapp. Under the lights, Lamar. Jalen Hurts, Chase Young, Ty Law, Rison. Williams and like we got another Trey McBride, as if we don't have enough of his autographs. Going to Nathan Kane. Except for Nathan, we'll put him in the back next to Kyler Murray behind Kenneth Walker. Brady, Cousins. Through Michi the third and Sauce Gardner. We're going to have Evan Neal on the rookie card. Chase Young or Jamar Chase made a nasty catch. Vic Barry Sanders. The rookies here are going to be Tolbert and Travon Walker. Deontay Johnson, 69 out of 199 on the orange for the Steelers. On to BJ. Gotcha. Man, the cards are so sticky now. We got Trey McBride and Sam Howell. Under the lights, Aiden Hutchinson. For the Lions. The vet base, I'm just going to fly through it as well as the legend base. We'll talk about the parallels and the rookies. We're going to have Booth Jr. and London. It's a nice digs right there on the timeless. I think Mangold, is Mangold in the Hall of Fame already? If not, I'm sure he'll get in there. We're going to have Jackson and George Pickens. Big Ben Roethlisberger, going to be the first ballot Hall of Famer for sure. Have Haskins and Shakur. Peyton Manning on the orange, just going to be a 31 out of 125, one of the Broncos on Time Machine. Nice Peyton. For Tyler Reyes. Rodgers and Favre generation, man. The Packers have been so lucky to have Hall of Fame caliber quarterbacks back to back. We got Spiller and Jordan Davis. We have it under the lights. Let me Jamar Chase for the Bengals. Still have not seen a Dare to Tear card or too many veteran autographs, to be honest. I think the vet autographs are the ones that probably bother me the most, that we haven't seen a lot of them. The Dare to Tear is what it is. Like, I know it's not guaranteed at all. We have Davis Price and Evan Neal. I have Tyler Batty and Gordon. I have Jamar Chase for the Bengals, and that's going to be a 39 out of 125 on the mini card. I have David Lloyd and Malik Willis. I have a yellow Taysom Hill, 105 out of 150 for the Saints. Dan Marino, Gibson, Jacobs, Montgomery, John Randall, Tony Romo, Kobe Bryant, and Thibodeau. Then we have Damian Pierce, Florida Gators, going to the Texans. Howard, Chase, T-Law, Johnson II, and Burks. Ford and Williams. Trent McDuffie going to the Chiefs on the autograph. Man, the Chiefs have been hot. Chiefs, Cardinals. A lot of good hits. Trent McDuffie. Bradshaw on the dominance card. Cook, Robinson II, Randall Cunningham for the Eagles. It's going to be a 79 out of 299, and George Kittle. And that's going to be that box. Halfway through, still haven't had one of the big. We still haven't really had any of the big quarterback autographs in this. Actually, a Desmond Ridder. That's a lie. We did have 2 out of 100 Kenny Pickett's as well, but we haven't had a Kenny Pickett autograph. Haven't had a Corell autograph or Malik Willis. Did have, though, like I said, Desmond Ridder RPA. Desmond Ridder RPA out of draft picks as well, Chronicles draft picks. So. non-legacy. And these packs are brutal sometimes. The quality of the stream's been good, right? Because I'm just hotspotting through an iPhone. I know we've had issues in the past with hotel internet, so made sure I got a data plan with a cell phone to make sure that stream when I'm traveling, whether it's for softball, for shows, whatever else, make sure we can still go live for breaks. Boys, let's get rolling here. Rookies are going to be Daxton Hill and Garrett Wilson. Got Tom Brady under the lights. I got a Jalen Waddle mini card on the orange. That's going to be an 85 out of 125. Get that little baby cards out of the way. They like fall through the cards. They're terrible. I don't like them, to be honest. We're gonna have Ruckert and Watkins the third. I don't understand why they put mini cards in anything. I guess for Allen and Ginter, I get it because of the type of cards they are. But we got Robinson and Bell. But for anything else, I never understood them, being honest. Vic, Barry Sanders. We got first Kenny Pickett we've seen so far. Get a Jones Jr. We're going to have a 21 out of 25 Ken Houston for the Tennessee Titans. So he was a Houston Oiler. It's going to Steve Samiego. Good old Brady dominating the 2000s. That ain't the truth. Unfortunately, knocked out the Steelers a lot in the playoffs, as well as anybody else in the AFC. We're going to have Zapp and Karlaftis. Alec Pierce for the Colts on the Optichrome. Smith, Jones. Get Tua. Dotson and McDuffie. Tiki Barber. Got Breece Hall and Brisker on the rookies. We got another Trent McDuffie for the Chiefs. Second one. Going to Nathan Kane, who has been super on fire in these breaks. Bolden. Going to have Dubes and Christian Watson. Have a 242 out of 299 Trey Lance for the 49ers. Going to JT Hare. Lance is going to be the starter this year. Shanahan already said so. So, a Generations card. Gray and Alec Pierce. Under the lights, Josh Allen. On the refractor. Have a Jobo and Corral. We have Hassan Haskins going to the Titans and Steve Samiego on the rookie autograph. have Sky Moore and Aiden Hutchinson. Deshaun Watson here with the Browns. Got the Broncos. Warren Moon, Davis, and Olave for the rookie cards. Brian Robinson Jr., 125 out of 199 on the orange. Evan Neal for the Giants and Isaiah Spiller for the Chargers. Brian Robinson Jr. for the Commanders on the Under the Lights. I hate how they can't just put the cards all the same way. We're going to have Gordon, Davis Price, Legends there. We're going to have Malik Willis and Tyler Batty, Bob Lilly. We have Thibodeau, Lloyd. For the ages, Rondé Barber. Then we have a Justin Tucker when he hit that big field goal, 33 out of 125. Going to the Ravens. Against the Lions this past year. The last autograph was Hassan Haskins. Into the fifth box here. Good luck to everybody. Come on. There we go. Keep rolling, just open all these packs, and then we fifth out of 5 boxes, so 2/3 of the way through the break. Still looking for a big name quarterback. One of the bigger ones, preferably. We did get some nice defensive guys that should be difference makers on their team, though. And then Kenneth Walker, running back for the Seahawks so far. Yeah, it didn't really help too much for the hobby, to be honest, but it is what it is. I still think Kenny Pickett ends up being a starting quarterback and Malik Willis. So I really think like maybe the boxes won't pop off like they did last year, but unfortunately I have no control what the price of the boxes are. That's something that pretty much Steel City, Blowout, they set the price and everybody adheres to it or they don't adhere to it. But if you don't adhere to it, you're going to lose a bunch of money. So, I mean, fortunately, I don't get to set the prices of the boxes because I wouldn't charge as high if I could charge us. We got Gardner and Williamson. Got Lilly. We have Hall and Brisker. We got a Brett Favre, 12 out of 25 going to the Packers. And John Albrecht. We have Pierce and Watson. Sky Moore for the Chiefs. Have Gray and Dubes. Shannon Sharp. Jobo and Carell. We got Josh Allen, 57 out of 125. For the Bills. Marcus Allen. We have Moore and Hutchinson. Justin Jefferson for the Vikings, 20 out of 299. The Vikings are Matt Nutzman. Brady on that dominance card again. Jordan Davis and Chris Olave. We're going to get ourselves an RPA 166 out of 199. Jameson Williams going to the Lions. Lions have themselves a really nice break, and that's Robbie Coleman. We have Neal and Spiller. Get Ruckert. Gordon. And Pierce. Anquan Bolden. Man, Bolden was such a good player. We have Willis and Batty. Mac Jones. 38 out of 199 for the Patriots. There is also, like I mentioned, there's baseball breaks up. We'll post the last quarter of this case tomorrow, and then I'll get into some, if we fill it quickly, we'll get into some H2 Chronicles before Select comes out next week. I should be getting at least a case of Select. I'm going to try to get as much of it as I can. We have Mangold, Thibodeau, and Lloyd. There is the whole personals list as well. We have Bailey Sapp, which to begin, personals are only going to be Monday through Thursday, and then we'll start working them in on the weekends. Bailey Sapp is going to the Patriots as well. I don't think he'll ever actually get to play, though. Justin Herbert on the mini card. Yeah, Burks and Kobe Bryant. Oh, nice hit here. 2 out of 25. Chris Olave. Going to the Saints. This dude's going to be a stud. Who has the Saints? Steve Samiego getting a big Olave hit. Have to put Hutchinson in the back. Olave's going to be a monster. He's so fast. We got Williams and Jermaine Johnson. Yeah, Jermaine Johnson the second. As long as someone can get him the football, he's going to be a stud. I think those are honestly Tavares. I think that's who's going to be the big chases. Going to be wide receivers this year. I think there's a lot of good wide receivers over in the draft. Robinson Jr. and Ford. Have 65 out of 100. I mean, even look at George Pickens. I was going to say on the Steelers. Like, I think he's going to be a stud this year. You have Olave, Garrett Wilson. A few other guys that are nasty. Sky Moore could have a huge breakout year, being as the third or fourth target for Mahomes. We got Hamilton and Cook. This should all be vet, and then 2 rookies back here at the Likely and Desmond Ritter. We're going to have an under the lights Mac Jones second year card, 26 out of 149 on the orange. Going to the Patriots. That's going to be box number 5. Get into the final box of the break. Hope everybody's been enjoying themselves tonight. Yeah, I mean, Olave gets to play with Michael Thomas coming back. He's going to be the deep threat. I mean, and Michael Thomas and Kamara are going to commend a lot of defense towards them. The only thing that my fear is I guess if Winston's healthy, if he can keep developing the way he kind of played at the beginning of the year when he had some good games, as long as he can get people the ball, I think he'll be fine. But I mean, he did have a couple wide receivers that had over 1,000 yards receiving, because Winston had a lot of yards even in that year when he threw a bunch of picks for the Bucs. So it's not like he doesn't get the ball to his wide receivers. So this box here, get all these packs open. Olave got a nice signature too. Hopefully he doesn't shorten that up over time. The mini Herbert was not numbered. It was a base. See, not numbered. Sometimes these packs, I tell you what, they're such a pain in the ass to open. Jordan searching for some Alec Pierce. Colts. Good luck to everybody in the final box. I have Williams and Likely. I have Scary Terry. 67 out of 199. On the orange. Debo Samuel. Michi the third and Sauce Gardner. We got Alec Pierce on the Opti-Chrome. I think he's had one or two of these, which is still better than the base. Tolbert and Walker. We have John Mechie the third, 31 out of 100. Going to the Texans. Texans belong to Brian Lovelace. Bettis, and then we have Burks and Kobe Bryant. Have a Sky Moore for the Chiefs. That's going to be a 49 out of 75 on the mini card. Top load that at the end because I have to get the mini cards out of the little case, and they're a pain in the ass. I have Kyron Williams and Johnson the second, 106 out of 299. Drew Pearson. Montana Leonard. Davis Pierce. Going to have Ford. 250 Panini points. I'm not going to run the random during this break because of the setup, but I will run it tomorrow as soon as I get home. Just so you guys know, everybody will have an option for these, the 250 Panini points. The setup I have right now to try to move everything, I don't have room on this table, but everyone will have a chance at 250 points. I'll run it tomorrow as soon as I get to my house. Or I can run it after I clean up the break tonight. I'll do that. I'll run it tonight after I clean up the break. We got Cook and Robinson Jr. Like, I'll go live just for that later on today. If I don't go later on this evening after I clean up the break, I will Chris Olave under the lights. I will 100% do it as soon as I get home tomorrow. Just so you guys know. Desmond Ridder, Hamilton. Have Batty, Gordon, Sam Howell, 6 out of 150. Nice little hit here for the Commanders. Mike Davis. Chris Carter, Lloyd, Malik Willis. We got Tom Brady under the lights on the Opti-Chrome. Diggs. Judon. Thibodeau. Evan Neal, and Frank Gore. Trey McBride, Sam Howell. We got a Justin Jefferson on the refractor for the Vikings on the mini cards. Ruth Jr., Drake London. We got a Clinton Portis throwback, 2 out of 100. The Broncos. Jackson, George Pickens. Haskins and Shakur. A 4 out of 10 Christian Walker for the Packers and John Albrecht. Nice little color match there too with his college jersey. And last couple cards here to wrap us up. Amon Green, Damian Pierce, Pierre Strong Jr., and Phillip Rivers to wrap us up on the time machines. So a quick recap of all the hits for everybody that hit. Congratulations for everybody that did, and better luck next time. I'm not going to do any of the... I can do the mini card. I'm not going to do any of the mini card hits, but there is a slew of mini cards that were top loaded. They're just a pain to kind of show and display. Let's get all of the numbered hits, and then we'll go over the autographs as well. We have a 4-screen... Hold on, we'll do these like in half. We got a 4-screen Pat Mahomes. Thibodeau on the blue, Optichrome. Kyler Murray under the lights yellow. Christian Watson under the lights yellow. Cracked ice out of 10. Out of 100, Clinton Portis. Out of the yellow out of 150, Sam Howell. Out of 299, Drew Pearson. Out of 199, McLaurin. Mac Jones on the orange out of 149. We have Aaron Donald out of 100 on the 4-screen. Mac Jones out of 199 on the orange. Out of 299, Justin Jefferson. Out of 25, Brett Favre Time Machines. Out of 125, Justin Tucker. Out of 199, Robinson Jr. Out of 299, Trey Lance. We have Ken Houston out of 25. Out of 299, Randall Cunningham. Taysom Hill out of 150. Peyton Manning out of 125. Out of 199, Deontay Johnson out of 299. Robinson Jr. out of 100. Nick Mangold out of 199. Thielen out of 299. Tannehill out of 100. Drew Pearson out of 199. Drake Jackson. That is going to be the parallel hits. Yeah, I was going to say the final break could have just be monstrous, to be honest. We've not pulled any Dare to Tear cards. We have the 250 Panini points that we will random off either later tonight or tomorrow. We have John Mechie III, who I think will be very good if he can get healthy. 31 out of 100 for the Houston Texans. Then we're going to have David Ajobo, which is actually kind of scary for me as a Steelers fan. 79 out of 249. I think he's going to be nasty in the NFL. Then we're going to have the Hassan Haskins base autograph for the Titans. Trent McDuffie ×2 for the Chiefs from University of Washington. Trey McBride for the Cardinals on the base. Aiden Hutchinson under the lights for the Lions. We're going to have Kenneth Walker III under the lights for the Seahawks. Derek Stingley Jr. on the RPA. It's going to be 60 out of 249 going to the Texans. Then we're going to have Jamison Williams. 166 out of 199 for the Jets. And Chris Olave, which is going to be 2 out of 25. Huge hit here going to the Saints. And that is the break, boys. Congratulations to everybody that hit. For everybody that didn't, better luck next time. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will catch you guys later. Like I said, we'll post the last fourth of this case tomorrow. And there's 2 baseball breaks up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Without you guys, the group wouldn't be what it is. You guys have a great night and be safe.